Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we recorded one of these already, but unfortunately, the audio got recorded terribly. So this time, hello, Aatrox. Let's make sure the ladies and gentlemen can hear you this time.
Hey, how's it going?
There we go. The audio bars are in fact working. So, Aatrox, why don't you introduce yourself?
Hi.
There we go. He has introduced himself. He is Aatrox. He is a fellow The Well Pod member and a fellow Well Kraken. What would we call you? A Cthulhu, I suppose. Somewhere in somewhere in that vein. And we figure what we're going to do is for the two Wells here that have a conversation for other people that are going to spend money on things we regret spending money on, things that we wish we had focused on earlier, I suppose, and purchases we don't really regret at all. Maybe a little bit of advice from the people who have blown a little bit of cash in this game, for lack of a better term. So right off the bat, the first one is, I know we both already agree on this because we talked about it earlier, the $45 costume. Do you want to run the people through what our opinion on the $45 costume is?
Yeah, sure. So I think that I did buy this originally, and I think once you hit max level, you realize all the regional gear is going to be a lot better. There's a lot higher stats. And even if you do a couple costume pulls, they're going to be a lot cheaper than $45, and you'll probably be better off. These are probably just a pass. I wouldn't recommend them.
Yep, 100% agree. People might think, oh, well, the basic attack skill level is much higher. Why would I not want basic attack higher? That's one of the best moves. Well, actually, if you're spamming basic attacks the whole time, it means you probably don't have the cooldown decrease or the stamina build quite right yet. So it's a little bit counterintuitive that way. It rewards probably the wrong rotation in a way of putting it, bluntly. So on top of it, the stats are worse than the regional gear, like he was saying, and you get every regional helmet for free just for playing the game. So you automatically get a better helmet literally for free at the start of the game. So for that reason, yeah, you probably don't want to spend $45 on that. However, there are two packs that are featured that are 2,000 gems each, one of which the Omega card and one of which are 4 pieces of epics, kind of like this set here, but it's just 2,000 gems. You want to say your opinion of these?
Yeah, that's a great deal. The 2,000 gems is essentially doing a 10 pull of costumes, and you're guaranteed 4 purples. They're probably going to be better than that $45 package or similar to. So even if you don't use them, it's still going to be great fodder for getting that 5 and 6 star.
One other thing I wanted to ask you about that we didn't actually talk about in our first attempt at this video was, what is your opinion on the perks, the ones that are like the Alpha Future membership, the Omega Future membership, and the ones where when you level characters and squad rank up to 100, you get rewarded?
Yeah, so I've been doing those, and I like that it happens for every single character. So it's not, I mean, if you're only going to play one character, maybe not worth it, but if you're going to play more than one, definitely get them.
Yep. Okay. So we agree on that one as well. One other thing here is we were talking about the draws last time, the costume, Omega, and Dimension box. I know in particular you opened a lot of Dimension boxes. In fact, you got the squad rank 111 from opening Dimension boxes, and you had, I think it was, 20 or 35 star cores you attempted to crunch up to a 6-star core, right?
Yeah, I think it was like 40 something. I got 5-star cores, and I tried to get a 6-star core. They're all gone. I got nothing out of it. I do have a lot of potions, attack up and attack down, defense. I've got 1,000 of those. I don't necessarily know what I'm going to do with them, but yeah, I don't think I would do that again. I think if I had to do it over, I would probably just go chill out on the Dimension boxes.
So for the people wondering, you would probably say, even if you're hardwelling, multi-$1,000 is not going to get you a 6-star core, correct?
Correct.
Okay, so 6-star cores are probably the most insane in-game that I can possibly see, and he is only 6 squad ranks above me, and he has done a lot more Dimension boxes than me at the moment. So for that reason, too, it's probably not worth it from the squad rank perspective unless you're just trying to get past one of the original humps, I would assume. One of the other things we were talking about is that what we spent the most pose on itself are the Omega cards, typically chasing for 1 or 2 cards in particular. I, for instance, am still chasing Spider-Man. I have 2 Black Widows. I have an Iron Man and a Star-Lord from set 9. I would still really like a Storm or a Doctor Strange or Captain America or, Captain Marvel. But in particular, I want the Spider-Man. And do you want to talk about a little bit as to why chasing Omega cards can probably be where most of your money ends up getting wasted?
Yeah, so there's a lot of great sets, and I feel like there's a great use for every set depending on what you're doing. And they 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 seem to have the ability to prevent me from getting Captain Marvel. It is the only card I don't have. I've got just about every card at purple, plus probably half of my cards are red. But I can't seem to pull that Captain Marvel. So I think for the time being, I'm just going to give it a break and not continue to pull, tons of times every day. But I do believe that these have the most value.
I would agree. Omega cards seem to be the best thing because they are transferable, much like badges, even though the exclusive stats are not transferable, which is a huge, huge kind of harpoon to the gut, is what I would say as well. So that kind of is a big feels bad. I know you had some opinions on the costume draws as well. You want to say those?
Yeah, sure. So costumes, I did a handful of pulls. I got a few pieces of regional. That was great. I was able to level up to 6-star just because I had so much fodder, so many blues and purples and extras. But at the end of the day, I really needed a pair of Hydra boots, and I got sick of just spamming these and spending money. So I decided to go over to the good old workshop, and I started putting pulls on the Hydra costumes, and I ended up doing, I think, 44 boxes, and I was able to finally get my boots. And I did end up picking up another piece of regional, which gave me a different costume look.
So I'm in the exact same boat as well as my boy. I need exactly the Midgardia boots, okay? So what we're going to do is I'm just going to show it right here because this is actually what I personally believe. If you're flat well, like full mouth breather Kraken, I do believe that these enhancement particles here you use, as bad as it may seem, are probably one of your best uses because you really are trying to get something in particular. And so look, what I need is I need the Midgardia set. So you just take them and you can crunch them up, 500 of them. Now we have 100 of these. Then you go here and you try to make your regional pieces. So here we get 3 attempts at this. And just like that, one time no whammies. And oh, wow, we actually got, hey, we got the chest plate though. So we have a Midgardia chest plate. But just like that, you do get regional pieces. That could have been, if that was a Hydra chest plate, holy moly. I know it's Midgardia, so we can only get the Midgardia, but you get the point now. So now I can roll that up and actually roll it to like blue or something and see if it's going to roll like crit rate twice or be something really ridiculous, and maybe it'll replace my other one. So you can see, Congrats. There you go. There's some proof that it's in the pudding, that it does in fact work. And the collection, like he was saying, you get new outfits, and some of the outfits are more rare than the others. If you actually go and look, you go to your character and you go to customize, then you go to theme here. Somebody showed me this on my Twitch stream last night and taught me this. You can actually look down, and the ones that are the bottom row here are actually like higher rarities, versions of them that are better looking. So you can see they have a little bit more, instead of just like a basic one, it's got like a little bit extra shine or something, a little bit extra work into it, just like that one's got a lot of extra to it. So you can actually get a little bit more of the bonus rare ones, which are kind of cool. I think this set will look pretty great if I can get it eventually. So that's kind of our real basic tip. Do you have I'll tell you what, do you have a favorite and a worst on the way out the door? You can mention your favorite pack to get and your least favorite and biggest scam pack.
Yeah, my favorites are going to be the weekly packs, the ones that give you the power up. So yeah, those ones there. My least favorite is going to be probably the $3.99 packs. I think just avoid them. I don't think they're worth your time or money. 1 to 3 core, I always pull a 1.
Yeah, every time. I don't think I think I've gotten a 3-star one time out of like the 1 to 3 boxes. They pretty much always feel like 1-star everything. And as we already talked about, dimensions aren't really that good. I bought some of the $3.99 like costume ones this week to try it, and it's just better just to use the gems like you're saying. The specialization is probably the best weekly one. I did do the potential. Did you end up doing any of the potentials on your main character? Because from what I've noticed, getting actual enhanced potential on the main character is really rough. I'm completely out of them.
Yeah, so I mean, if I'm being honest, I've just purchased every single pack that's available and not really considered looking back. But yeah, I have purchased it. I do have the first 3 tiers maxed out, and I know that's a lot further along than most people are.
Yep, so that's one option to do as well. And the specialization one's pretty much unanimously, I think, agreed upon to be the best pack right there with the weekly power-up. just because specialization is impossible to get your hands on, more or less, and expensive. You only really have the raids to do it with. So hopefully that helps. Hopefully there's a little bit of information in there that will save you a little bit of money, or you'll pick the right thing to pull from, and you can know from us who have spent more money than we're probably willing to admit in this game what we liked and didn't like about spending the money and what to spend it on. So any last words for the boys?
Play a couple characters before you whale out. Just give a couple people a try. Don't go ham right away.
Fantastic advice. That's probably the best advice all the way at the end there. So like, comment, subscribe for more Minecraft Let's Plays and all that garbage. And yeah, from me and Aatrox, we'll talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.
See you guys.